Hello again, Internet. This is the Bagel. I've got a very special tutorial for you today. This is the bunny rabbit bookmark. It's got its little nose that is pink, by the way. I know the lighting's a little weird. I'm fiddling with a different camera angle this time. Let me know if you like this better. And then you got these little ears, and then obviously it's flat down here to put it in the book. And then you can even draw eyes on it if you want. So yeah, this is a pretty simple model, as you can imagine. The only intricate part is the nose just a little bit, but I mean it's pretty easy. So yeah, let's get on with it. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using 6-inch Origami, pink on one side, white on the other. So you want to start colored side up, and what you want to do is you want to fold it in half, top to bottom. Try to make it exact if you can. Alright, and then you want to unfold. And then you want to bring this edge to the middle crease and then repeat on the top. So we're making quarters. So this edge to the middle crease. Okay, so now what you should have is quarters going one way and nothing else going the other. So you want to fold the two edges to the middle. And then you want to pick either the top or the bottom, and you want to make a paper airplane fold. So you want to take this edge and you want to fold it to that middle line, like this. So you wanna try to get this edge right up against the crease. I know I kind of folded mine a little off, but you want to just try to get this as close to that middle crease as you can, and then do the same thing on this other flap. So these both should come up to a point, or about there, kind of like that. Now what you want to do is you want to unfold both of those flaps. And then you want to reach in to this big flap, and you want to fold on both of these diagonal creases. You're basically tucking the flap into the model. So really all you have to do is open it up a little bit and kind of push in on this bottom crease, and then if you fold backwards on the top crease, it should go pretty easy. Just make sure you crease pretty hard whenever you're folding it in. And then if you just fold it down like that, you're all done. So again, you just kind of want to open up the flap, take this and kind of just push it in. You want to make sure you open it up far enough. Take it and you just want to push it in. So that should go pretty easy. And then you just want to pinch along this crease, folding it backwards on itself, and then you want to just fold that down. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to flip it over left to right. And we have a little flap right here that will eventually be the nose, and these are the ears. So we just want to take this and we just want to fold it down as far as it goes. So now you should have this little diamond and then a rectangle. So now what you want to do is you want to fold in half on this middle crease, not with the open part facing up, but with this closed edge facing up. So you want to fold in half like that. So we're folding this flap in half. It should go pretty easy. Just be gentle with it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the ear flaps and just fold it down to the tip of that little nose flap. So you just want to fold it down. And then you want to do the same thing on the other side. So you just want to fold on the existing crease. And now what you want to do is you want to grab all three layers, these two flaps and then this middle flap. You want to just gently kind of pull it out, so you'll be opening the back of the head. You just want to pull it out until this diagonal edge is perpendicular to this edge, or parallel to the ground, however you want to think of it. So you just want to pull it out until all of this is making about a right angle. Again, you want to make sure you hold all three of the flaps. So you want to make it to where it's about perpendicular, and then you can just pinch along this little rounded edge, and there you go. So one more time, you just take the ears, fold them down, and then pull it out to where, pull all three flaps out to where the edge is perpendicular to this straight up and down edge. Then you just want to pinch along that part. Alright, so now you can fold the ears back up. Again, just unfolding that crease, and they should go about straight up somewhere in there. And same thing on the other side. So you can already see it taking shape. It doesn't get too much more difficult. So now that we've got all these creases, what we want to do is we want to actually unfold back to this step. So what you want to do is you want to take it and rotate it back up and then fold it back out. There you go. So now what you want to do is you want to take this point and you want to bring it to the intersection of both of these lines, so the middle of that square, but only make a pinch mark. So you want to bring it up to that intersection, pinch it, and then let go. And now you want to take this crease and you want to bring it to that pinch mark, and now you actually want to make a crease. So fold that up and then crease it really hard. This is what's going to be the nose. And then, you know, you can fold backwards on that pinch a little bit just to kind of make it go away. So now what you want to do is you want to unfold this flap and you want to tuck it inside of this pocket. So you want to just kind of take these flaps, open them up a little bit, and you want to fold along this little box that we just made like this. And then you're going to fold on these diagonal lines that are already there. That'll close up like that. So now you should have something that looks like this with these two little flaps. So you want to take both of these flaps and just fold them out as far as they go. Like that. So they'll just kind of open like a book. And now here comes the only really tricky step. I'm going to rotate it around like this. So what you want to do is you want to bring this edge and you want to bring it to this crease. So this single layer flap needs to go to this edge. The only thing is, obviously the rest of the paper won't cooperate. So you just want to, bring the middle part of this to that edge, but you want to also make sure there's a crease going to this point. So you want that corner to be, so basically we're making a line in between these two diagonals, and then from that diagonal to the corner. So it should kind of look like a trapezoid. And then you want to pinch this corner over here. Yeah, that wasn't very good. Alright, and then after you've gotten something that looks a little bit like that, you just close it up. Now I think that might actually be a little bit ugly, but I think you get the point. Alright, so I'll show you again, just because it's a little confusing. So you want to bring this single layered flap to this edge, but making sure that this edge still lines up with this other edge. So you want to pinch them together like that on both sides, and then you just want to close it up like a bow. And now, if you open this flap up again, but let's see, I can't remember exactly where my estimation was. I think it's the pinch mark you made earlier. You want to make a crease that goes between that pinch mark and as far as this bottom will open up. So the bottom will only let you open it up a certain amount without tearing. So again, we're not going to open the whole thing or anything. We're going to keep this pink flap down, folding that out as far as it can go, and making sure that it ends at the pinch mark that we made earlier. You can't really see the pinch mark, but yeah, it's right there. And you want to do the same thing on the other side. You can just kind of match it up with the other one. Okay. I kind of messed up my nose a little bit, but that's fine. So, now that we've gotten that mostly folded, you want to close it back up like we had it earlier. And then take the head, and you don't have to fold the ears down. You can just take the head and pull out the nose, folding on the creases we made earlier. And now, what I like to do anyway is we've got these extra flaps that we don't need. We don't need anything behind the ear. So what I like to do is kind of open it up and fold along that edge where the ear ends. So fold along that edge, and you want to continue that crease all the way down to the bottom. So once you kind of have it going a little bit, you can again, it doesn't really have to be exact, it's just to clean it up a little bit. So then you got something that looks like that. And then you do that on the other side, or you can just wrap around the other side, around that edge, and then take it and tuck it in. So then you've got basically the same result. Now all we have to do is shape the nose. What I like to do is I like to open the bottom of the head up, and I like to just reverse fold just the very tip of it. You don't want to have a pointy nose on the rabbit. You just fold it back a little bit. It'll kind of round it out. And then on this flap, I like to fold back the point because, again, you don't want it to have a pointy nose. This is really all just a taste. And then on the other side, you can fold it back. The only hard part about this is just trying to get the sides to be symmetrical. Which you can just open it up and look at. Yeah, that's definitely not symmetrical. Yeah, so you can actually turn it over and it'll look like a heart. Forgot to mention that at the beginning. Not that it matters. So, once you get the nose shaped up like that, you're basically done. You can just open up the ears a little bit. You can fold back and forth a little bit because this part is the ear. You don't want to open it up all the way to the nose. But you can fold it back and forth and just kind of put your finger inside and open up the little ears. And then you can tweak the ears if you want. Doesn't have to be just this simple little ear. There is one more step that you can do involving the back. It's a little bit harder. What I like to do is unfold, just pick whichever flap you want. Again, this is optional. So just pick one, unfold it, place your hand inside of this pocket and kind of open this up. And we're going to do what's called an open sync, which is a little bit more difficult. But basically, keeping everything folded, if you could just push in on this point. Even I'm having a little bit of trouble on this one. But you can reverse all the creases first. Start tucking the rest of the flap in, and then if you could just push down, might look ugly, but you can kind of massage it a little bit. I think I might have ripped it somewhere. But yeah, again, it's kind of hard if you know how to do it. But if you do that, and then you take this flap and you just tuck it into that pocket, kind of smush everything down. It'll stay together better, at least. And then I think, yeah, you can actually get it to stand up. So that is the Bunny Rabbit bookmark. I hope you were able to fold it. If you weren't and you need help, just comment. I'll try to help you. Very soon, I'm going to get a tutorial for the puppy dog variation. As you can see, it's structurally the same, and you can do the same thing on the back. Again, that's optional. I can understand if you have trouble with it. It's not necessary. But yeah, so I'll get this up soon. I'll put a card up right now if I can figure out how to do that. If nothing else, I'll put a link in the description for it. So yeah, if you have any advice, criticism, whatever, just comment down below. I'd love to hear some. But yeah, until then, I guess see you later.